Good morning, chicks and chickens. Welcome back to Old Man Farm. My name is Sid as always. Today we don't have any birthdays, so I don't have to feel bad, which is wonderful because I am terrible at keeping dates. And speaking of dates and people who won't take me on one, Andy. So we are going to continue working towards his cellar today because he wants to be a, product aging pickling fool just like us. So we're going to help him out there. We got our stone for him. That's 500 stone. And today, we're going to get focused on the wood because our iridium axe is completed. We also have the 15 iron bars we need for it. And let me water Grover, and then I'll get you all caught up here. Let's see, just in case you've forgotten. We need 500 regular wood, 75 hardwood. We have the 500 stone, and we have the 15 iridium bars. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we have about half of the hardwood necessary already. So we are looking pretty solid. We're definitely... we're gonna get there. I'm not worried about it. So, we have to wait till, we can get into the blacksmiths anyway. Clint's not awake yet, so we'll just go ahead and do some stuff around the farm. And the first ththing I want to do, if we don't get to the animals today, that's okay. They take care of themselves. We have it set up that way. But in here, I have something I'm very impressed with, and I'm very stoked about to talk about. And that is, I'm going to put it up on screen now, Deef Dragon, who, is a regular around here. I'm sure you've seen comments before. Got on the Discord and left me this wonderful, wonderful diagram. And I'm blown away. I love the fact that, that anyone would take the time to put this much effort into helping. But also just, man, this is going to be, I love it. So, what this is a sort of most efficient layout, right? Or at least, I don't know if it's technically, the numerical best, but this was given to us as, quote, a reasonably clean layout. And I have to agree. So we're going to move a few things. We're kind of screwed a little bit on a few things, but overall, I think we can sort of make a difference here, get this started. So we also are going to get rid of the kind of cumbersome, right angles I had put in there. And we're going to be slowly working towards this. Obviously, we have a lot of things that are still working, and they're going to be working, and that's fine. But in the interim, we can get anything that is not actively doing something into the spot that it needs to be into. So I'm pretty stoked on this. Again, I super duper appreciate it. I'd mentioned this in the Discord already, but the fact that anyone would take the time to do this and, I'm blown away. So thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. And, I'm pretty stoked. As soon as we can, free up some space here, it's going to look really nice in here. So again, thank you for that. And I guess I should say, oh yeah, I forgot about this today. I guess I should also say that we do have a description, or a link in the description to the Discord. What the hell? This is amazing. It's like it's a full-blown extra hot spring for us. No way. How cool. How cool. And full of mushrooms, I may add. Well, hey, if at the end of the day we're feeling a little rough and tumble, I guess actually, I look at it, our energy is pretty screwed already. Let's go ahead and hop in. Just real quick, and then we'll head out. Okay, let's sit. Although my eyes look oddly bloodshot, but only if I move to the side. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, that's enough rest and relaxation. We have a lot to do today. That's cool. I totally forgot that this was going to be a thing. So thanks, Clint. He managed to get that done and do our axe in one day. Also, did we get it? +3 foraging. Oh, it gives us a boon just like the Sprite Spring. That's amazing. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. Well, hell. Anyway, let's head back to town. We'll hit up the secret woods, grab what hardwood we can. And then we'll probably go to Cindersap and start just chopping. Just going crazy. And then come home. And like I said, we may not get to the animals today. But that's okay, right? We have other things we have to do. So, I mentioned it yesterday, obviously, that it was we had passed 100 hours on Old Man Farm. And again, thank you guys for that. Whether you've been here for the full 100 or, you know, only a partial, it's all the same. It's really just amazing that people are here hanging out and enjoying this. But it got me thinking, are there any other games? I mean, I know there are. That's rhetorical. I guess a better way to put it is, what games have I put 100 hours into a single file? Now, I don't mean I've played 100 hours of the game. That's an extensive list. You know, and where do we cut this off? Like, I can tell you 100% for certain that I have played Final Fantasy IX on a single file for over 100 hours. I believe over 2 or more 100 hours on a single file. I really played too much of that game as a teenager. You know, and then there's things like, for instance, like I know for a fact that in World of Warcraft, there are at least half a dozen or more characters, like single characters that I've put that amount of time into, but that's kind of different, right? It's similar, but not really, I don't know. So, I don't know, I was thinking about it, and I couldn't think of too many that, you know, I've actually rolled the clock around on. You know, and most of them tend to be JRPGs, like, I mean, for instance, like, the original Kingdom Hearts. I definitely put over 100 hours into that. Yeah, I don't know. I would think, like, if I were to wager, I would bet to you that I have put over 100 hours into Majora's Mask, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. So my question was, are there any games that you have put 100 hours into a single file or map? Like, again, there he is. I would have to check, but I would bet, I'd be willing to wager, get it. I'd be willing to wager that I have put over 100 hours into, a game like Ark, but I don't think it's been on a single character, right? So I don't think that technically counts. So yeah, let me know. I'm really curious about that. Are there any games that you have spent over 100 hours on a single file or a single character? So yeah, let me know about that. I know that's kind of stupid, and I should have brought that up yesterday, but you know, I didn't think about it until after I had already edited the video, and I was like, that's a pretty that's a pretty small club there for me at least. So I'm interested. Anyway, let's get back to the rest of the world here. There we go. Is that a baby slime? Oh my god, it is. I gotta go. I can't kill that thing. It's too adorable. Get out of here. Alright, so that's all our hardwood, which we got 30. I feel like that's pretty good, right? I mean, that means it's only going to be a couple days. One more outing and we'll have enough. And, oh my. Holy crap. Okay, so I think that's a good time to say something that may be apparent from my reaction there. I don't believe I've ever had iridium tools, and if I did, I don't think one of them was the axe. I didn't realize, I mean, we're talking 2 swings and then a third for the stump. You gotta be kidding me. I didn't know it was so easy. We're gonna have 500 wood in no time. No time flat. Well, wonderful. I mean, wouldn't it be cool if we could go turn this in today? We won't be able to. We won't have the time before it gets to be, before Fairhaven Farm is all locked up for the night. But, I don't know. It might be reasonable to think that we could get this done by tomorrow. The end of tomorrow, right? I don't know. So I was thinking about this today, and I'm not sure. This is another thing. This is an active question that goes out to people. Feel free to not share. I don't want people to overshare. But I'm curious. As most of you know, I have been sober for like, I don't know, 10 months, something like that. Not quite a year, but over 6 months. I think around 9 or 10. Anyway, and I am also bipolar, and I have noticed pretty acutely that my days do not feel like what I remember days feeling like before I was, an addict. And what I mean to say is, my days feel like they are multiple days. It's like there are distinct changes throughout the day. And that's why I brought up the bipolar things. I'm wondering if it actually has more to do with that. And the sobriety is just allowing me to notice it, right? Because, for instance, today I woke up, I recorded a video, I went to get lunch, and then return something, make a return for a product that I no longer needed, and then go to the grocery store, then come home. I had a little bit of time to chill, and then I made dinner, and I played Animal Crossing with my kid. It was pretty fun. We were discovering what treasure islands are. We did not know this was a real thing, and I kind of feel like it's cheating, and I don't know how to feel about it. Anyway, that's not the point. So, in that amount of time, I could divide that into 4 distinct sort of days, for lack of a better way to describe it. It legitimately feels like multiple days. And I realize that's a dumb way to describe it, because if my days feel like they are 4 distinct things, well, that's just what days feel like, obviously, by the definition of what a day is. However, I guess a better way to describe it is, I've mentioned that I am sort of at the mercy of whatever is in my head when I wake up. I have to actively fight my brain to get into a good headspace, and sometimes I can't. And my moods can change so rapidly, can and do change so rapidly throughout the day, that I'm wondering if what is happening is I am in the feeling as if today was 4 separate days is because I went through 4 distinct, mood modes, right? Like mood, I don't know, like climate, right? So I don't know if that's a thing. And I've been sort of asking people, oh my god, well, we have plenty. Jesus. We have like 1,200 wood. Oh my god. That was insane. Okay. I've been asking a couple of people, I asked my partner, I asked my mom, and I'm just curious, is that a normal thing people experience, where your days seem to be so distinctly and acutely divided, where you can, it feels like what happened to me at 9 a.m. was, 3 days ago. It feels like it's so distant. So yeah, I don't know. Have to let me know. Again, you don't have to share if you are not interested in doing so. I don't want people to overshare around here. But, ancient fern scene. Thought to be extinct. Plant these during summer. Takes 12 days to mature. That's very, very interesting. I have never used one of those. Also, I realized I did not take any of the cheese up to to age it, so whatever. Let's go ahead and get a couple of things in here, and then we'll get to bed. So that was a surprisingly productive day. I grossly underestimated what a iridium pickaxe was capable of, and as such, oh my, we are going to be able to finish Andy's cellar tomorrow. And you know what that means? That either tomorrow, but definitely the next day, we're going to the Badlands, people. We're going to the Badlands, and I'm so excited about that. It's gonna be pretty amazing. Pretty amazing, if I do say so myself. Let me sort these last couple of things out, and then we'll get to bed. Okay, let's go ahead and check the weather for tomorrow. It shouldn't matter too much, but hey, whatever. Oh, we got gusts of wind. I love that. You know I love that. So I'm going to go ahead and pre-look. Let's see. Oh, it's Morgan's birthday. God, we should really make it a point. We don't have a lot of hearts with him or them, and they're just a little kid. So maybe we should make it a special point to do that. Let's go ahead and assume tomorrow we are going to go to Morgan's birthday and get Andy's cellar working, right? And then the following day, it's going to be all Badlands all day. So, in fact, let's go ahead and prep for Badlands. And we're going to put warp, food, etc. So we can make sure to get that done. I'm going to go ahead and bold that. And there we go. Also, I don't see any reason why we can't fix the fence tomorrow. And in fact, that might be a fun thing to start doing, is if it's something that we know we can get done tomorrow, let's do that. Okay. All right, everyone. Well, again, I appreciate you guys watching. Let me know. Like I said, I do have those 2 questions down there. They are not rhetorical. I am legitimately interested in both of them. But if, you don't want to share, you are under no obligation, obviously. But either way, I guess I should also say I'm streaming tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're watching this the day it came out, feel free to come check us out. The link to the Twitch is down in the description. Anyway, shilling aside, I'm going to go ahead and get to bed. Be good to each other. I will talk to you tomorrow, and good night.